Alright. Testing, testing. Can everyone hear me? That's currently tuned in, of course. Sweet. We're waiting on Alex S now. Before we get started, wanted to give a shout out to Mithra Bear, already putting $100 in for this season's playoffs matcherino. So we're about 9% of reaching what we were able to raise last season. I'll get sponsor codes and stuff like that up over hopefully the next 48 hours. Alright, there we go. Here's the Twitch name we were waiting for. Hope everyone's been having a good day. Okay, well, Charles said that she's fine for SPS. Alex says, if you're in chat, would you like to do SPS? Yep. All right. Let me get y'all your seed. You're playing in Gauntlet. You're not going to get good RNG with SPS in the first place. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gauntlet Ascension. I'm your favorite underwater host, Sharky, and tonight we got a matchup between Wavey Ones and Top Down. The Wavey Ones currently tied with the Aux Cores for 4th at 7-6. Top Down towards the bottom half of our 10 teams this season, looking to put a stop to, of course, the Wavey Ones' momentum, as they've been on quite the win streak over the last several games, especially being the team to defeat the Grandmasters, putting an end to their flawless season so far. But that being said, we do have a ready from Cho'ala. Once we have a ready from Alex S. So looks like we got readies. That being said, let's go ahead and get them counted down. First match of today. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And you see we get the ZJI. So both players are in fact on the same piece sets. And that is very much verified. Chala was the first to score Tetris. Alex S was able to find one on his own. And right now, Chala trying to deal with this left side. Was getting alternating dependency, so going to be the first one to take a burn here. Alex S is going to open up with a flawless 3 Tetris opener. But he's going to be taking his first burn off of that T piece right there. So neither player playing flawless anymore. But either way, Alex S still holding on to a 1 Tetris lead. Nice set of tucks over there from Alex S. The Tetris is going to be scored. Only 1 burn line to open with. There's another Tetris. 117 now 137. Another Tetris for Chala. And another Tetris for Alex S. Definitely well-timed long bars here in the beginning. However, Chala... Oh, wow. What a way to resolve that T-piece dependency. Chala's going to be able to find Tetris. However, looks like a row 2 might end up being forced at some point. No easy way to get access to the hole in column 2, so Chala is probably just going to hold out for an eyepiece and be forced to take a triple. There's that triple. That can try and go for a row 2. Alex S was not ready for the eyepiece. But both players are. Alex S forced to do some compromising. Does get an L piece. It's going to get the well open. Chala and Alex S both survived the drought. It was looking a little bit uncomfortable. And Chala not able to get that T-piece all the way over, so it's going to have to take a few burns. Alex S not going to knock down just 1, but 2 Tetrises. 258 for Alex S, 224 for Chala. As things stand right now, Alex S going to be holding on to this advantage. Chala, of course, been operating out of this row 2. Just really had to throw those O's over to the left. Both players actually had to. And going for that S-spin. Love to get an eyepiece here. Go over to the right-hand side. So Chala's going to slow down. Alex S is speeding up, though. 351, 100,000 point lead for Alex S here. There is Tetris for Chala. Alex S going to be looking for some pieces. Still going to be able to knock down a Tetris, but those holes over there on row 1 and row 3 are going to prove to be a little bit complicated. Chala is actually going to burn out all the way down to the bottom, so no longer operating off of row 2. And this slowdown for Alex S is going to give Chala the opportunity to close the gap slightly. Small adjustment over there from Chala. 306 to now 384. Nice tuck right there for Chala. Going to be trailing by about 4 Tetrises. But as things stand, pretty comfortable placements being performed by both players. We are closing in on the level 19 transition. Currently 399 to now 432. Alex S going to be forced to do at least 2 more burn lines. Not going to be able to utilize on some long bars either. There's the Tetris for Alex S. Chala had 2 different T-spin setups, and this is getting complicated really fast. Chala's going to need an I-piece, and it's going to have to get over to the left, or can use the J-piece. Hits the T-spin, that burns a single. Great down-stacking effort over here from Chala. As this drought is quite a heavy one. Alex S doing everything that he can to keep the well open. The well is open. 2 Tetrises are going to be scored. Alex S with 508. This player is closed in on this level 19 transition. Chala opens up the well, so can score a Tetris. Unfortunately, these pieces were not the best. So Chala fighting for survival here. The well is open. It's covered back up. She reopens up the well, waiting for the long bar. Long bar is just nowhere to be found. Shella did everything that she could, but at the end, it wasn't enough. Alex S takes game number 1. Brutal timing on the eyepieces there towards the end. There's your next seed, 82 BF 70. All right, Choala has given us the ready, and so has Alex S. So let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Already start things off, Shalala having to do just a couple of early burns. He's actually going to get the well open just in time for a Tetris. Alex S is going to be able to find 2. Shalala had to burn 4 lines. And ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky here. Just was not getting that J piece, and is still not getting the J piece, so has to compromise. So definitely a little bit of a tricky opening sequence for both players. Alex S was able to find a couple of Tetrises. And oh, Alex S with a hang. Alex S is just going to top out a 72,000. Shala has to chase down a 73,000. Really unfortunate over there for Alex S. 73,000 is what Shalala needs. The Tetris here will be enough. And maybe it's a good thing too, because this seed kind of seemed a little bit sparse for long bars. But 76,000 is good enough to tie up the set, as both players now have won a game apiece. All right, so we have it ready from both players. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And there you see IZS. And very different approaches for how to play it out. Unfortunate early topo there for Alex S. Just a couple of fatal hangs, and there was not even rolling could have helped him out in that situation. But that does mean that we are going to be tied 1 apiece. And we are tied currently in game 2. Over Alex S, double L dependent, and opts to fill in the L piece for the tuck, and then fill in the L piece dependency afterwards. That did allow for a conversion of Tetris, so both players are going to still be able to maintain a perfect Tetris rate here in the opener. There's a Tetris over there for Jala, 68,400 to 68,400. And yeah, just so far, a double flawless 20 here from both players. No burns have been committed, but Shala leads by 2 points. So officially the lead is in Shala's favor. Alex S knocks down a Tetris, and so does Shalala. 182 to 182. And Shalala able to find the Tetris there and goes for the delayed bits. That's the Tetris for Alex S. Shalala needs a good piece to tuck underneath. That will do. And Shalala finally having to take the first burn on their side. Alex S already had to take some burns because guess what? We are actually running into a drought. Shalala not able to get that J piece over. Has to go for those burns. Needs to bring the stack down by 2. Because, man, this is a deadly drought. Alex S gets the long bar just over in time. But Shalala with that hang. Shalala's going to top it at 216. Exchanging early top outs. Alex S now leads the match 2-1. Literally, no, that's just Gauntlet RNG. Anyways, both players are ready. Let's get them counted down as Alex S leads 2-1. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Nice adjustments over here from Shalala. Alex S looking like he's not having the best of times here. Is still going to be able to score Tetris, but going to be prevented from scoring one. There is a hole tediously placed on column 4. And then one on column 3, so Shalala's going to be able to build an early lead here. Alex S now with the holes in the center dealt with, the well reopen, gonna be able to get back into scoring position as he knocks down a Tetris. 55,000 to 95,000. Ooh, nice overhang setups over here from Shalala. Love to see it. However, something that Alex S would love to see is a long bar to fill in the dependency. Tries to avoid creating another one after briefly covering it up. Now Alex S on the verge of a top out here. Alex S tops out at 80,000. We are now going to a decider. All right. Yeah, this is one of the sets of all time. Oh, the stats are going to love this. With that being said, let's go ahead and get counted down to our decider. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. TPO, thank you for the bit. So, a couple of early top outs being exchanged from both of these players. Alex S being the one to take us to at least one transition in this match. And that was in the first game. Otherwise, there's just been a rapid exchange of early top outs. But start things off, both players here with once again some flawless openers. Nice last-second adjustments over here from Chalala. Waiting for the long bar. Hangs the S-piece. So that's gonna be a little costly with the burns. But a nice solution was found. 116 and now 95,000. So Chala with the real-time lead. As players look like they walk into a small drought. With slightly off-sync Simul Tetrises are going to be scored twice in a row. Chala still with a 1 Tetris lead. Not able to utilize that long bar. Had to spend more effort on getting the board Tetris ready. There is Tetris for both Alex S and Chalala. There is 230 to now 190. This is the first match out of many. Up next, we'll be having Captain or Somalian versus Messex. So a double Transcendent match. Or you can say Transcendent Ascendant, since players are improving to that point. I mean, 2024 has just been the year of improvement for all players, you can argue. Oh, what an adjustment over there from Chalala. Still holding on to this lead. 321 to now 282. And Alex S really hasn't found himself into too much trouble. It's just these small adjustments being executed by Chalala have been really efficient. And those lines of saved efficiency do add up. Z-spin hit as both players waiting on the next long bar. And Tetrises are going to be scored by both. No, Tetris is going to be scored. Actually, that was quite a few bars there. Alex S able to find a Tetris off of one. And then Chala finds the Tetris off the next. $421 for Alex S, $460 for Chalala. These are some hot games from both players. Chala, of course, with the lead. Nice adjustment to accommodate that O. And the vertical J-Tuck. Chala's Tetris ready. 444 to now 482. Chala out here adjusting like prime ruins. And Alex S encountering some issues. It's another Tetris for Chala, 509. There's another one, 532. Alex S goes up to 472. Both players at the same line count. Look at those tugs, beautifully executed over there on Chala's end. There's another Tetris, 577. Alex S just crosses the 500k barrier, but Chala crosses the 600k barrier. It's another Tetris for Chala, 623. And oh, a little bit of an over-adjust there. So there are going to be burns forced. I think that officially puts an end to the 700k. Can afford 2 more Tetrises here. Alex S looking for 3. There's 1. Chala can only get 1 more. There's another. Alex S will transition at 634. And Chala will transition at 657. What a double transition over here from both of these players. 685 to now 690. There's a Tetris for Alex S. This is the decider. No more games left. Right there, Chala with a couple of misdrops. Nice adjustment. Chala's going to open up the well, waiting for the next long bars. Both players are Tetris ready. The stacks are clean. We go for a couple of skims over here on Chala's side as Alex S leads by 1. Tetris a triple is going to force Chala go into level 21. There's the long bar for the Tetris for both players. 729 to now 747. Chala misses the eye spin, or maybe that was intentional. Chala going to be forced to do some burns. Alex S is getting into an uncomfortable situation, but gets the long bar at the last possible second. Opens up the well and able to knock down a Tetris. 763 for Chala, down by 2 Tetrises, but Alex S has a lot of cleaning to do on level 22. And that Tetris for Chala is going to bring her up to 791. However, going to be looking for a T-piece. We're going to try and go for a flat burn of sorts. Fortunately, was unable to find accurate placements, but Alex S is going to top out at 807. Chala needs 808. 808 is the score that Chala needs. And Chala, all right, that doubled. It's 803. Looking to potentially do this with a Tetris. And that triple is going to be good enough. 813 over there from Chala. Taking match number 1, or set number 1. Giving the Wavy ones a 1-0 lead here in this match. Definitely a nail-biter of a decider. We'll let Chala play this out. Ooh, couple of misdrops. Have no idea what just happened there. See if a kill screen is at least possible here. Very good down stack. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's a genius set of burns. Wow. A max before 29 is still possible. Or maybe max going into 29. That is ridiculous. All right. 986, so no max going into 29, but just a couple more lines will give the max. There it is, 832. Ooh, left side, a little bit fishy. Nice, 5-tap was hit. Split triple. And we're just seeing what Chala can do here. Oh, set up for the Tetris. There it is. There's the BO2. And BO2 is going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead into our intermission. Up next, we're going to be having Messex versus Somalian. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. All right. Would y'all two players like same piece sets? Of course, make sure that double kill screen is turned on at level 39. All right, there's your seed. 0 Alpha, 75, 3 Charlie. Super kill screen, or, not halt Somalian, super kill screen. There we go. I'll permit it just because it's regular season, but during the playoffs you will have to play under those stipulations. All right. I guess Messix isn't doing cam, so 1 second. No, it was just there. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Gotcha. Well, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So here it is. Wavy ones are up 1-0 thanks to a decider one over there by Chala. 1.12 was the final score at level 32. Now this matchup, Messix, of course, traded over from the Rogues. And this made a pretty decent splash over here on the Wavy ones. Did also have some critical games won as a Rogue. Looks like to start things off, both players having to encounter a slight slowdown. But we're going to be even. Messix was able to be just a tad bit more efficient towards the latter part of the first 20 lines. Yeah, so far, incredibly close games here. $139 to now $140. Very calm level 18 stacks. yeah, really, there hasn't been too much drama. No Tetris scored by Somalian there. Interestingly, decided not to fill in the isolated dependency in the center of the stack, because these players are not getting an L piece. There's finally one there. And Messex might be potentially... No, just going to burn this all the way down. Not going to set up for a dirty, playing discipline. $282 now for Messex. 238 for Somalian. So Messex just on an absolute tear here. 300k before 60 lines. Lets you know that you're looking at a 650k transition pace game. Both players now waiting on the next long bar. Somalian finally finds his. And Somalia is a bit behind in the sequence. Messex has been playing arguably a little bit higher, so pieces are falling slightly faster. Somalian with a ton of misdrops. Being ahead or behind the sequence doesn't matter now. Somalian is just trying to survive. Messex playing with fire. Fantastic job. Look at this. 421 over here for Messex and the bits. And just like that, 140,000 point lead has been built up for Messex. But it looks like some burning might be necessary here. 491 and now 346. Somalian going to be looking for an eyepiece to go over to that left-hand side. Oh, that's going to be a dirty left low Tetris, actually. But, man. The tides are definitely turning for the Wavy ones this season. They're one of the teams that, at the start of the second half, they were fighting just for a chance to make it in the top 6. And now, they're a clear contender for even top 4. Kind of in a locked-in battle with the Aux Chords, who might be playing tomorrow up against Top Down as well. But already 605 over here for Messex. Very unlikely for a 700k transition. But 700ks aren't needed to win matches. They definitely help, but they aren't necessary. Somalian almost trailing by 200,000 points. And that's with a potential of a 500k transition on Somalian's part. However, there is... Okay, there's the long bar for Messex. And there's the transition. A 678. Somalian can try and grab one more Tetris, but it's dependent on him opening up the well in time. Another Tetris over here for Messex goes up to 728. There's another Tetris for Messex. Or would be. Somalian at 491. Messex is frozen in time at the moment. Oh. Lovely ad. Anyways, 553 for Somalian. There's another Tetris for Somalian, goes up to 579. He's on level 21, knocks down another one, goes up to 607. Yeah, I think it's going to be time for Turbo. 635 over here for Somalian. Messex Hopefully it'll be coming back to us shortly. Oh no, Mestex is offline. So Smalling, keep playing this out. We'll have to... The Mestex reconnects. Those hangs over there to the left over there for Smalley, and that's going to be a 690 top out. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, Mestex is still going to be good, even though at the last moment that we saw Mestex's stream. Because Mestex already had 700 going into 20. So, still going to be good. We do need Mestex's final score and line count, though. I set Phil on PC while typing. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, that's a pause, though. 787. Blue screen is crazy, though. Not gonna lie. Let's see. A85. Yeah, it appears Message is just going to play this one out. I mean, Messix has, what, a 1.7, right? Where is Sharky? I'm here. Just looking at something else. see. I'll double check though. Oh no, interact. You know. Okay, my latency is good. It's just that one CTM broadcast for whatever reason. D39. All right. Looks like Somalian is ready. Just waiting on our good old friend Messix. And we got it ready from Messix. So let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 3 J's in a row. That's 5 J's. The heck? That is an opener. But definitely one of the more preferable ones. Messix has taken the first game, just had insane amounts of... All right. Well, looks like that's a redo. Smalley, go ahead and top out. That is... Fortunately, it happened on 18. So it should be 2C or something like that. Alright, so we got a blue screen, we got a console dying. What's next? Siege should be what's it called? Oh, it's 3C? I thought it was 2C. Hold on. Let me check real quick. 3C. Yeah, Messix is 2C. All right. Let's try this again. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. Can confirm the pieces are the same. The placements are different, though. Messix having to take a few burns. It's getting a little bit dicey. Nice effort to open up the well. And there's just no long bar in sight. Not the best thing when you have multiple long bar dependencies or situations that a long bar would definitely help. So Somalian going to be able to score, I believe, the first couple of Tetrises of the game. And with that, both players are in fact clean. Just waiting on the next long bar, and we've only had 4 of them, so who knows how long that they're going to be waiting. Messix able to utilize the long bar for a Tetris. Somalian able to use one as well. Yes. Appears that we are having the classic case of Gauntlet RNG this time around. Players are being tested. 8 long bars in the first 40 lines is kind of wild. But all in all, looks like both players should be fine. Somalian with the advantage. Not sure what Somalian could have done with that center formation. So it does appear like Messick's will have the real-time lead. And pace-wise, what the heck? They're actually tied. 2 Tetrises for Messick's are going to break the tie. There's a Tetris for Somalian and another Tetris for Somalian. And now we're tied again. 232. Our tie's going to be broken. Somalian going for a bits in this economy. Tetris for Somalian going to be looking for another long bar. 280 to now 278. And Messick's looking for a J piece. Hoping for a J piece. There's the J piece. A lot of tucks being forced. Some creative overhangs did allow Messick's to go through all that without having to take any burns. Tetris for Messick's goes up to 349. Somalian at 347. And Messick's with the delayed bits. Couldn't use the long bar to fulfill said bits. But can use that second one. And a Tetris is going to be scored. 397 and now 392. And all in all, things look relatively calm for both players. Despite a little bit of a scary lack of long bars in the first game. Or not the first game, in the first 40-ish lines. And not necessarily getting a ton of long bars here. But they're able to make the best of it. And Somalian now with 2 Tetris lead. Messick's cuts it down to 1. There's another Tetris for Messick's. 469. Messick's going for the bits there too. Wow. Doing everything to avoid burning there. Messick's transitions 523. Somalian will transition at a 537. Tetris for Messick's goes up to 573. In the meantime, oh, nice adjustment over there for Messick's. Great placements, actually. Tetris is going to be scored. 607 for Messick's going into 21. Somalian at 544. Added Tetris go up to 570 going into level 20. But Somalian get a couple of rough pieces, so going to be forced to do a little bit of burning. Messick's just waiting on the next long bar. There it is. Tetris for both Messick's and Somalian. Another Tetris for Messick's. Somalian long bar dependent in column 3. Now long bar dependent in column 8. Holding out for this long bar. Converts the dependency. Now one long bar dependency is filled and another one is open. Somalian's just going to take the triple. But But unfortunately, that Z piece, not the piece that he was looking for. So Messick's at 747. Oh, Messick's might actually opt to go for a dirty left wheel here. Already 130,000 point lead. Yeah, Messick's is going for this left wheel, knocks it down. 784 to now 654. Somalian trailing by 130,000 points. Is about a level behind, though. So that gap can be a bit closer, but no matter what way you spin it, Messick's does have the lead here in game number 2. The Tetris for Somalian. Messick's holding out for the next long bar. Going for a safety skim. Actually going to take the 3-line burn there. Give himself some more options. Couldn't use the long bar for a Tetris, but the board is pretty safe here. There it is. Tetris for Messick's. Somalian setting up for a dirty center well. Needs the long bar. He's selling the stack for it. And unfortunately, no long bar was found. Somalian now in down stacking mode. Messick's B, or not B, 907. Looking at a max going into 29 over here for Messick's. Somalian, we're looking to hopefully see 29. He's been at this uncomfortable height in the board for the longest time. Messick's able to knock down a Tetris, get a piece over to the left, too. But this is not the board state you want going into 29. Somalian has cleaned up. There's a split double for Messick's. Can't get the eyepiece where it needed to go. Messick's tops out at 991. Somalian, he can roll. 991 is his target. Basically a 200,000 point chase down. With 992. Tetris for Somalian, 870. Three Tetrises and some oh, the hang! Somalian hangs long bars on column 9. Messick's is good for game number 2. Correct. It should be 3D. 3-dimensional. All right, got it ready from Somalian. And once we have it ready from Messick's, we can get them counted down. We got our ready from Messix. Let's go and get them counted down. Game number 3. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. There's our start over there from Somalian. There's our start from Messix. So Messix currently with a 2-0 lead. Oh my gosh. That's a Vitz. A delayed one at that. Looks like Messix going to be first one to take some major amount of burning here. So Somalian going to be able to take an early lead here. As of right now, Messix actually going to go for a dirty Tetris here in the center, column 5. Really aggressive, not no doubt, but a Tetris is going to be scored nonetheless and set up for another one. $201 now for Messix, 258 for Somalian. And then Messix just looking for a piece to skim. So Somalian's still going to be leading. Messix not able to find the success that he was probably looking for. That being said, things do look to be fine. Somalian down 2 games to none. Looking to make a comeback now. Somalian operating off of the right or off right wheel setups. There was a center wheel Tetris that was just scored right there. Man, this aggression over here from Messix. There's a Tetris for Messix. Gonna just go ahead and take the double. Now Messix down to the bottom. Does have a hole that needs to be dealt with in column 10. Oh, those pieces are just what you want. Okay, maybe not those Z's. There it is. Tetris for Messix. 340 to now 387. Throughout all that, Somalian was unable to amass a supreme lead. And Messix is actually threatening to take the lead away from him. Messix has the clean board. Somalian is operating off of a center well. Somalian brings the stack down. 50,000 points is what separates them, so that's 2.5 Tetrises. Now Somalian is back to the right-hand side. We are closing in on the level 19 transition. There is a good chance that Somalian will have the lead going into 19. Tetris is going to be scored. 456 to now 464. There isn't a crazy line discrepancy between the two either. As Somalian running into some unfavorable piece sequences, forcing him to do more burning here. Messick's is taking the lead. Somalian can take it right back, but we'll be at a point where it's just back and forth lead exchanges. Messick's gets the T-piece. There it is, a 500k transition guaranteed for Messick's, and pretty much guaranteed for Somalian, it seems. There it is, 501 for Somalian, 506 for Messick's. Messick's a little bit rough pieces. So now he's going to be spending some time navigate through this. Fills in the long bar dependency first, dealing with the subsequent pieces later. Somalian utilizing this opportunity to rebuild that lead that he had lost. Messick's almost down all the way to the bottom. Just looking for that eyepiece now for a Tetris. Both players actually looking for the eyepiece. 524 to now 559. Two quick doubles are going to be forced over there for Messick's, and then the Tetris is going to be scored. Same for Somalian. 590 now for Somalian. Messick's at 556. Messick's long bar dependent. Oh my gosh, getting those pieces over to the left. Two quick Tetrises brings the stack down into a much more comfortable board state. Looking for a good piece to tuck. Has to go for the ice spin instead. And that O piece not favorable at all. Messick's now set up for the center well. Waiting patiently. There it is, Tetris for Messick's into the lead. 649 and now 629. Somalian's gonna knock down Tetris, goes up to 658. Both players definitely suffering here in the post. Somalian has retaken the lead. Messick's just forced to do a lot of burning there, and actually is going to take the safety triple. Not going to try and go aggressive for a dirty Tetris setup. But gives Somalian a 2 Tetris lead. And at this rate, it's going to come down to some post-29 play. We saw Somalian had an opportunity to chase down Messick's score last game, but hung some bars on the right-hand side. Nice adjustment over there for Messick's. Tetris is going to be scored. Tetris over there for Messick's. 770 to now 818. Both players are clean here on level 26. There's the Tetris for both Messick's and Somalian. Another Tetris for Somalian. 886 now for him. Messick's looks like he wanted to go for a off right well setup. The pieces were not quite the friendliest for maintaining that level of aggression. It's going to be a triple. Messick's now has to get prepared for level 29. With only 4 lines to go. 2 is going to be spent right there. There's another one. And there it is. 872 for Messick's, down by 100,000 points, basically. But Somalian is... No, Messick's actually set up for the center row Tetris. There it is, 916. Somalian trying to fight for his life here. Left side's a huge concern. And oh, that misdrop might seal the deal. Messick's, you need 980. And that Tetris seals the deal. Messick's sweeps Somalian. And I believe that's Messick's first match won on the Wavey ones. He won a couple matches on the Rogues. But now the Wavey ones are threatening the mercy rule here in this set. I'm going to let Messick's play this one out. Up next, we're going to be having Smooth versus Draco. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. All right, players like same piece sets. And I can roll y'all a seed. All right, here's your seat. All right. We got readies from both players. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Smooth versus Draco. The Wavey ones are up 2-0. Draco has to come out on top. Accidentally starting on level 19. Let's quickly, you know, start on 18. Of course, Smooth looking to also even out his record for the season. A little bit of a misdrop there. Smooth is currently 3-4. Draco is 2-2. Joined mid-season, has been very instrumental in top-down winning some crucial sudden deaths, or even just having a chance, especially up against the rogues. Winning crucial matches up against Ian Keith. So Draco is going to be behind a bit in lines. So do got to keep in mind when comparing scores between the two. $190 and make that $216 for Smooth. $165 for Draco. Smooth having to burn down. Got a very untimely Z piece there in the center. A lot of tugs being forced over here on Smooth's end. And a long bar dependency over there on Draco's end. And definitely some tricky pieces too. Like the delay burn setup over there from Draco. T-piece came a bit too late. So just gonna have to do some down stacking. I-piece for the split double. Would love an L-piece or another I-piece. Missed the adjustment on the T. But the well is now open. 273 for Draco. 365 for Smooth. There's another 2 quick Tetrises for Draco. And despite starting a little bit later, Draco's almost caught up in lines to Smooth. He's only behind by 4 lines, so Smooth with quite the advantage here at 419. Draco at 347. Well's going to be reopened over there for Draco. Another Tetris is going to be scored. 373 to now 465. Both players closing in on the level 19 transition. 559 to now 460 or 489 now. Transition and one more Tetris for Smooth. A couple more for Draco. There's a transition, a 605. No, Tetris is going to be scored over there from Smooth. Draco knocks down a Tetris. Going to be really piece dependent in order to get one more for level 19. It's not going to happen. Draco transitions 537. A couple burns were forced in the early 19 over there for Draco, but now the stack is burned back down to the bottom, so now he can finally get a solid foundation going here on the post. 567 and now 690. Draco. Oh, I like that tuck setup. If an L piece comes, might be able to do something with it, but no, it's just going to be forced to do some burns. A lot of O pieces. Not the piece that Draco was looking for. This is another Tetris for Smooth. 728 here on going into level 22. Draco, on the other hand, at 625. In the level 21. So, actually, they're pretty close in pace. Remember, Smooth is starting to go on a little bit of a Tetris spree. Draco being forced to do some burns here. There's a Tetris, 659 for Draco going into 22. Another Tetris for Draco. Setting up for another. There's another Tetris for Draco, 715. Really efficient 22 over there for Draco. There's a Tetris for Smooth and a Tetris for Draco, 744 to now 854. Both players coming out of the gate swinging, and swinging hard they have. Draco had to go for the triple. Nice save over there from Smooth. 889 to now 782. Draco, really untimely Z pieces. Now Draco having to survive a difficult situation. Smooth has not been able to score too much either. So, oh, the overtap on the eyepiece. It's only going to burn one line. Draco tops it at 791. Smooth at 903 is good for game number 1. What a solid game for both to open things up here. And Smooth gets the max too. All right, we got it ready from both players. Go and get them counted down. We go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Two games away for this match being secured in the hands of the Wavy ones. The last time these two teams faced off, it was whenever Curie in the top down team was able to force a sudden death situation between the two. And as a result, the top down team came out on top. However, this is a much different situation being down 2-0. Smooth actually going to run into some slight complications. Looking for a good way to open up this long bar dependency. All right, it was open. Nice delay burn set up on the J. Well, open now. And Smooth is going to be perfectly fine. Definitely a moment of concentration required there. As Draco, the lead that he has built up in the early opener, is going to shrink. A lot of difficult pieces over there for Draco. No longer has the lead. Just looking for a couple good pieces to get this hole open in the center. And, oh, decides to actually go for the triple. Not even attempt to set up for a dirty. All right, stack has been reset. Smooth. Dirty at column 8 right there. Potentially, no, not going to go for another one. Going to stay disciplined. $214 now for Draco. $253 for Smooth. So, yeah, it's pretty decently close game. There's, of course, going to be a little bit of a line discrepancy between the two. 6 lines to be exact, so we could actually be looking at neck-and-neck games here. Draco's going to score Tetris here at 283. Just shy from being neck and neck, and with Smooth having to do some burns here, maybe there's an opportunity. Draco also forced to do some burns. Accidental creation of a long bar dependency. Gonna set him back slightly. Tetris scored for Draco. 309. There's a Tetris scored for Smooth. 349. We got a really close matchup here. Smooth. Finding the right pieces needed to stay efficient. Goes for the Z vert. This could get problematic. TP's finds his mark. Amazing survival here from Smooth. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, Smooth is back to a safer position. But in that same blink, Draco has been able to take the lead. 406 now for Draco, 385 for Smooth. And once again, Smooth back into a burning position. Well as open. Tetris for Smooth. He's going to be able to score another one, and there is one more left. He's playing up incredibly high. And he might be able to get this final one before the transition. With only one burn line left, though, it's a bit unsure. Holding out for the long bar. Has to go for the Z spin. Had no other spot for the Z. Takes the skim. Smooth doing everything he can to keep this well open. Gets the long bar over just barely. It's far from over. A lot of splattered holes throughout the stack. Gets another long bar over. Draco at 510. Has the advantage. As Smooth is trying to get back into a scoring position. T-spin hit. Draco reopens up the well. Now he's experiencing some of the similar complications that Smooth felt upon transitioning to level 19. Smooth would love an eyepiece here. There's that eyepiece, just what he wanted. Split double followed up by a regular double. Smooth just a couple pieces away from being a couple pieces away from being back down at the bottom. And there it is. Smooth might actually go for the column 3 here. Kind of forced into it. But Draco is also clean. There's the Tetris for Draco. There's the Tetris for Smooth. 542 to now 627. Smooth now operating off of the column 4. Playing a little bit of bingo, shifting the well around. There's another Tetris for Smooth. 574 to now 656. Smooth starting to make a real-time comeback, though. Draco running into a slowdown. There's another Tetris for Smooth. Goes up to 636. Another Tetris for Smooth. 667. We almost had a tie there. Our Draco cleaned up. Has quite the advantage ahead of him. 703. Being behind by a level and a half. So he is in the lead in terms of pace and currently does have the real-time lead. A Smooth is set up for the next Tetris. There's the Tetris over there for Smooth, 738. Draco knocks another Tetris, 742. Back into the lead is Draco. Smooth with the horizontal J-tuck. Holding up with the long bar. Waits just long enough. There's the Tetris for Smooth. Tetris for Draco, but a hold has been generated in the stack. So Draco holding on to a lead, a slight one at that. Smooth can't get the eyepiece over. 774 top out, meaning that Draco ties up the match 1-1. Putting it into the 4-game loss streak for all the top-down members. But definitely a hard-fought game that was for Smooth. Draco able to get one last Tetris, and that's going to do it at 891. Real quick. Alright. Do you have it ready from Smooth? Looks like Draco having to explain what's going on here. And we got it ready from Draco. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. We're going 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So we are now tied 1-1. A couple of two high-scoring games to open up with, too. And both of these players are confirmed to be playing in the playoffs. However, Top Down's current path, unless they can turn this particular match around, looks like they're going to have to try and make their strides in the play-in tournament. Draco with a couple of misdrops here. As Top Down with a record of 4-8. They only had 6 matches left this season. And in order for them to have a pretty good chance, it wouldn't even be guaranteed at that point. In order for them to have a pretty good chance of making the top 6, you had to win every single one of those matches. And they still have some tough opponents ahead of them, too. Top Down still has to play the not the Stochastic Squad, but Top Down still has to play the Grandmasters, the Sparks Aminos. We also have to play the Ox Cords, the Drywellers. So a lot of tough matches ahead of them to follow that path. So regardless, oh, hold on, Smooth. There might be a window of opportunity here over for Draco. Goes for the flat long bar burn. If another long bar comes, Smooth could be saved. Smooth tops out at 146. Draco has a chase down of 147. And Draco is good for game number 3. All right. Get it ready from both players. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Game number 4. Can Smooth bring us to yet again another decider? We're about to find out. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. ZJ is the scorer. Or not ZJ. It's the scorer. ZJ is the opener. I don't even think that was a J. That's ZL. And Smooth with the 5 high Vits. So, a couple of burns going to be taken early on over there from Smooth. Now with the 3 high Vits. So, a lot of early burns. But Smooth does get the board under control and is able to start scoring. And now sets up a delayed Vits. This time it's the proper height. And there we go. There's the Vits over there for Smooth. Tetris is going to be scored for Smooth. However, some burning is going to be needed. And Draco in top shape this game. $141 now for Draco. Oh, nice Tetris find over there for Smooth. 149 now 187. But as I was saying, Top Down, they just have a rough path ahead of them. Of course, their playoff roster does look pretty sizable. At least where the playoff stands, unless certain teams are able to make a full comeback. It looks like 2 of the teams that they'd have to potentially face would be the Sparks Aminos and Team Eternal. That 4th team is still unknown. But if we were to stop the count, so to speak, with all the teams and where they currently stand, that 4th team would be the Drywellers. which that is truly a scary situation to have to encounter. Especially as it seems like... Okay, Draco being held up at a bottle point right there. 326 over here for Draco. 247 for Smooth. The touch is going to be scored for both players. And a couple of misdrops over here. Oh, that was nice, Smooth. What a solve. The most efficient possible way to burn out of that. And Smooth was able to find it. However, Smooth is at a severe disadvantage in this game. 422 from Draco. That's a 140,000 point lead. Smooth deciding to compromise, try to get the well open quickly. Fortunately, no long bar to reward those efforts. Draco on the precipice of a 600k transition. Is going to have to do a little bit of burning afterwards. And oh, hold on, maybe not even be needed. Smooth, dirty Tetris is scored. That left side must be addressed. T-Piece makes it over to the left. L for the double. And that hang of the L. That might be it. That might seal the deal. Top down might have some renewed hope. And there it is. Smooth tops out at 344. Draco at 485. Takes the match. And puts top down on the board. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, up next is going to be your captain's match between Doodle and Sidnev. Could Draco's win be the start of a potential sudden death yet again? Or is Sidnev going to be able to close things out here? I'll check and see while Doodle and such are alive. Or not alive. Well, yeah, hope they're alive. Check and see if they're both alive and live. Oh, Draco Mullins for stats. Yep. Oh, Draco is mulling. You guys get to see some jank. What the heck? That's a crazy tap to the left. Wait, actually smooth? Hold on, when did you PB though? Fair. All right, 6:45. We're going to head into our intermission. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. No, I just haven't been talking. Just waiting on Sidnev to get back from the restroom. Balix1626, thank you for the follow. Oh, yeah, make sure super kill screen at 39 is on for your line cap. Before I forget. And your seed is pinned. Doodle, make sure you have a super kill screen at, what's it called? 39. All right. Looks like we got it ready from both players. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get them counted down. Captain's match between Sidnev and Doodle. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Doodle, you didn't put in the seed. Restart both players. So yeah, both players go ahead and top out. Doodle forgot to put in the seed. It's just playing on regular Tetris mode. So the 50, 8C, 23 is your seed. All right. Let's try this again. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. ITS. ITS. Ha! It's... If it was only ITZ. Wait, that's actually crazy. I could have an ITZ opener. But both players are in fact on the same piece sets. Of course. Sidnev looking to win this match and definitively put the Wavy Ones in 4th place, because right now the Wavy Ones are tied with the Ox Cords, which the Ox Cords are supposed to be playing top down tomorrow, so that kind of like tie rivalry could continue depending on the outcome of the players tomorrow's efforts. But in winning this match, the Wavy Ones would be tied with wins with Stochastic Squad. So it's definitely been making a turnaround since the first half of the season when they were 4-5. He's only lost 1 match so far in the second half. And that 1 match loss was to the Millionaires. And who could forget the Wavy Ones in their most recent match up against the Grandmasters, being the first team to finally put a stop to their win streak. And to start things off, 206 for Doodle, make that 229. 209 for Sidnev. Man, that Aspire is massive. Oh, okay. Nice little Tetris scored, and the eyepiece to fill in the dependency. 255 to now 253. Doodle with technically the advantage in terms of pace. However, those burns are going to kind of dissipate that advantage. $281 now for Doodle. 347 for Sidnev. And as it stands, both players looking pretty clean here. Small little delay burn going to be set up over there for Doodle. Does get all the right pieces so he can score the Tetris just in time. Another Tetris for Sidnev. 421 here at 85 lines. Added Tetris goes up to 444. Doodle, a little bit tricky. Eyepiece makes it over to the left, so don't have to worry about that left side for the time being. There it is. Dirty Tetris going to be scored over there for Doodle. Trailing by 100,000 points at the moment. As we close in on the level 19 transition. Nice survival so far. J-piece. Oh, Doodle decides not to use it to fill in a dependency. Trying to get access to this hole in column 5 has proven to be a little bit on the trickier side of things. But that T-piece is going to be exactly what Doodle needs. 2 quick burns, opens up the well. And the Tetris will be scored. 468 to now 584. 3 Tetrises left on the table for Sidnev, already crossing the 600,000 point barrier. Nice set of flat burns. Needs another eyepiece. Oh, could actually be a Tetris if the pieces allow for it. Couple of nice skims. Tetris is going to be scored. One more available for Sidnev. One more available for Doodle. Sidnev's going to bring us into transition at a 655. Doodle, on the other hand, brings us into transition at a 519. 150,000 points just about separating them. Sidnev already in the level 20. Couple misdrops, but a nice little tuck of the S in order to help try and mitigate that as much as possible. 719 or 717 and now 575. Doodle. Nice double. Well is open. And Tetris will be scored for Doodle, but a couple of burns are going to be forced. $723 to now $608. Sidnev hanging another piece to the left. Was able to score Tetris, but now some burns are going to be forced. Doodle can try and go for the row 2 here. There's the Tetris for Doodle. 647 now, 783. Sidnev almost back into scoring position. Would love a T-piece. There's that T-piece. Right side is reopened. And Sidnev is ready for a Tetris. Doodle still going for row 2. Knocks one down. Goes up to 706. Only trailing by now just under 4 Tetrises. Doodle's running into a slowdown, as Sidnev was too. These pieces are not necessarily the most favorable. T-spin executed. T-piece also finds its way over there to the left. Left side, bit of a concern over there for Sidnev. So forced to do some burning here. And Doodle, this will be a prime opportunity to take in the lead, but ran into a similar situation. That hang of the long bar on the left-hand side. But Doodle's not giving up. He's fighting for it. Brings the stack down. Is going to survive. Eyepiece, one more will help him out. Unfortunately, can't get the right pieces. Doodle tops it at 723. Sidnev is good for game number 1. Alright, we already got readies from both players. They're ready to hop straight into game number 2. So let's go ahead and get them going. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Already to open things up, Sidnev was able to find a couple of Tetrises actually. But now those holes down at the bottom have to be addressed. Or maybe they don't have to be addressed immediately, because Sidnev is going for the row 3. appears to be a bit tricky. Doodle's going to be able to take advantage. Sidnev set up for a dirty right wheel Tetris. The wheel is going to be reopened. And Sidnev, wow. Sidnev's going to be perfectly fine. Still going to maintain this row 3 too. Doodle fighting for survival here. Sidnev not able to get that T-piece all the way over to the left. Ooh, man, this is some tricky situations that have spawned for both of these players. Oh. Got a little bit of freeze here, so we'll just give Sidnev a refresh. Well, 151 for Sidnev, 178 for Doodle. So just keep playing it out, Doodle. Oh. Wait, what the heck? Wait, what happened? Wait, was that a top out? Soft reset. Let me see where in the bod that was. Hold on. All right, so at 151, so I think it's fair if Doodle gets that one. So it should be 1-1 now. Next siege should be, what's it called? Where's the seed pin? Dapper John and D, thanks for the follow. Yeah, 83. Thank you, Cole. And make sure players are both on the same seed. Because that's what we incremented it to. We're doing increments, not resetting, not refreshing. Y'all just played on 72, right? Yeah, 72 was the previous game, unless I'm wrong. Oh, well then I guess 72, dude. Wait, I'm actually tripping. Okay. Well, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count them down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So it's 1-1 at the moment. And already. Oh, nice. Sinev able to find a way to resolve that. Oh, that's insane. What the heck? Tetris is going to be scored from Sinev. Wow. Doodle in the process of trying to avoid an early top out, though. Doing his best to survive. Yet to get a Tetris on the board. The well does get open, covered up temporarily. There it is. Tetris for Doodle. And the Tetris for Sinev. Sinev going for a dirty left wheel Tetris. Doodle operating off a row 2 on the right well. So both players able to try and find some method of sustaining, whether it be for, a little bit of unsure where to particularly place that piece over there on Sinev's side. Good down stacking effort. And Sinev actually going to go aggressive. Going for the dirty. There it is. Tetris is going to be scored over there for Sinev. 180 to 121. And Sinev's going for this as well. There's another Tetris going to be scored over there from Sinev. This looks like Hataru speedrun strats. $135 to now $230. Nice adjustment. Sinev knocks down a Tetris. 100,000 point lead just because of just the level of aggression. Oh my gosh, Sinev goes for the center well. There's another Tetris for Sinev. What the? I mean, they say the best way to downstack is with Tetrises. That is insane. 322 for Sinev, 189 for Doodle. Sinev's going for another one. Ooh, Sinev does need a T-piece, gets the T-spin, and Sinev's back to the right-hand side down at the bottom. Absolutely ridiculous. 368 to now 216. Both players clean stacks. Sinev really holding out for that J piece to get Tetris ready. A little bit of one-handed play over there for Sinev. Oh, Sinev going for the delayed bits. Knocks down the Tetris first. And then able to fill it in later. Almost a 200,000 point lead for Sinev. Of course, a little bit less. Sinev was playing up rather high. And was able to get quite far ahead in the sequence. Two Tetrises remain for Sinev. Doodle with 5 on the table. Throughout all of that, Sinev going to be able, just because of how aggressive those Tetrises were scored, Sinev is going to be able to transition with a 576. Doodle with at least a 400k transition on the table. Able to knock down one. Double T-tuck over there from Sinev. Another Tetris is going to be scored, 624. Doodle with 1 to go. And Doodle's going to find that Tetris. A 451 transition over here for Doodle. Another Tetris for Sinev goes up to 676. Over a 200,000 point lead and a level and a half ahead. And, oh, nice overhang setup over there from Sidnev. Wow. Such accurate placement. Sidnev's going to get Tetris ready. No burns committed on level 21 for that. And Doodle has also found his stride as well. Both players just knocking down Tetrises in a consistent manner. Sidnev at 756. Nice small adjustment. Tetris over there for Sidnev. Oh, the tuck, too. 811 now for Sidnev. Doodle at 554. Tetris ready. He's going to knock down a Tetris, go up to 581. The level of aggression from Sidnev is truly insane. Another Tetris over there for Sidnev. 869 here on level 23. Doodle holding out for the long bar. Is able to find it. Knocks down a Tetris. Another Tetris over there for Sidnev, but is now going to be banking on an eyepiece to go in column 3. That's exactly what happens. Now banking on an eyepiece in column 6. And there it is. The Tetris is going to be scored for Sidnev. 667 for Doodle. 932 for Sidnev. Scratch that. 963. Another Tetris for Sidnev. 994. What? That's a crazy overhang to facilitate the L-tuck. There's the max for Sidnev, 825. Doodle at 755. There's another Tetris for Sidnev. What is going on? Sidnev going for the bits? And the bits is executed. And a Tetris is scored. Doodle at 816. Not a bad game. Sidnev already at the 1.1. There's the J piece. There's the Tetris for Sidnev. 878 for Doodle. Tetris for Sidnev. 3 possible with perfect play, or with 1 burn to afford. Oh, left side though. Oh, the left side. Tetris is scored. Another Tetris is scored. Sidnev wants a 1.3 and is not going to get it. C99 though. Basically a 1.3. There's another Tetris for Sidnev. D35. Doodle at 988. Sidnev, no way. The dirty Tetris is set up. No long bar. D39. Doodle has a chase down of D40. Finally maxes out. There's A32 for Doodle. D40 is the score that Doodle needs. The match is tied 1-1. Doodle has to complete the chase down. Needs 300, just under 300,000 points. The left side's a bit scary. Nice 5 taps. Brings the stack back down to the bottom. A83 is what Doodle currently stands at. Doodle's going for the Tetris. Knocks it down. But a couple of holes have been generated in the stack, so a little bit of uncomfortable down stacking might be facilitated. Oh, definitely uncomfortable. Doodle having to try and dig out of this. Nice 5 tap over there to the left. Survival is amazing over here for Doodle. 200,000 points remain in the chase down. Hits the 5 tap. Ridiculous survival on Doodle's part. The chase down is still possible. But Doodle, eyepiece is needed. And can't do anything. A D57 is all that he's going to get. Sidnev, with a truly tremendous, mind-blowing post being played, takes game number 3. Nah, that game was kind of ridiculous. What the freaking heck, bro? What do you actually mean? Absolutely ridiculous, dude. Holy cow. All right. Both players are ready. I think I am as well. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Sidnev is up 2-1. If Sidnev wins this game, the Wavy Ones solidify themselves in 4th place on the overall leaderboard standings. Which reminds me, I need to make a command for that, since the sheet is now public. Ooh, Sidnev already running into a little bit of a dicey situation. One that's going to facilitate some burns. Sidnev, oh my gosh, no way! Sidnev doesn't go for the triple and tops out at 25,000. We're going to a decider. Definitely unexpected right there. All right. We got it ready from both players. Let's get them counted down to the decider here. Doodle looking to yet again repeat history. Curie, in the first match up against Sidnev and the Wavy Ones, did the exact same thing. Brought them to a sudden death. Sidnev with the aggressive bit setup. But guess what? There's no long bar to open up with. Yeah, we're actually running into an opening drought. Oh, this is not good at all. Doodle tops it at 4,000! So, Sidnev is going to be good for game 5. Really quick, short 2 games right there. But the Wavy Ones are going to walk away with this match. 3-1. What does that even mean, Wiley? What a game, what a match. That officially puts the Wavy Ones at 4th place with an overall team record of 8-6. Just behind the Stochastic Squad at 8-5. And top down go down to 4-9. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for tonight's, or well, I guess it's this afternoon, really. Like late afternoon. That's gonna do it for this afternoon matchup. Come back tomorrow. We're supposed to have top-down play again, but this time up against the aux cords. Roughly the same time, different players. Well, 4 players are at least going to be different. Anyways, we're going to find someone to raid. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, thank you so much for stopping by.